Hey fam, if you're interested to migrate to Canada, then you would want to stick to the end of this video so that you can get the latest gist and the latest updates about moving or migrating to Canada. You do know Canadian policies are so quick and fast to change. Just when you think you know all about their changes or whatever policies, their new policies, they flip it and they give you a new one. So if you're interested or if you're planning to move to Canada, then you would want to stick to the end of this video for the great information I have based on healthcare, the easiest routes, and a whole lot of other things, the jobs or occupations in demand, and so on. Hello, welcome to Immigration Focus. This is our good news channel where we only share good news on how you can move from your place or wherever you are to your land of dreams. If this is your first time joining me, thank you so much. I'm grateful you're here. Can you please subscribe and make sure to go down because you're going to see the list of other wonderful opportunities on immigration. And for my family that have been here with me all the while, I'm truly grateful, and I'm saying remain blessed. So quickly, let's go over to all the updates on Canada PR 2025/2026. Stay tuned. 3, 2, 1. All right, welcome back. We're still talking about the easiest province to get PR in Canada this 2025 or in 2026. And I do wish you all the best. This can even happen even if you have low CRS, probably less than 400. But you do know that in this 2025, Canada did cut their prop allocation by 50%, meaning that not all the provinces have, like large quotas to get people or to accept people. However, this is not an avenue for you to give up. Remember, this is Good News Channel. We always bring you good news. So I hope that you just listen up and that this information will be so useful to you. And also you help me like, subscribe, and share so that we will grow. Thank you. All right. So when we look at Canada, it's about targeting the actual right places because there are actually provinces in Canada that are full and they have little quota. Places like Ontario. In 2025, I think Ontario had their slot was 21,000 or thereabouts. But in 2025, it was just cut to 10,750. Can you imagine that? And of course, you still have to get CRS score of 400 plus with the major industries. They pick people from tech, healthcare, or finance, something else. It's high cost of living over there. So to rent a place in Toronto is 2,300 CAD, Canadian dollars. Isn't that quite high? But don't give up. Don't worry, the best is yet to come. All right, so and even in places like BC is beautiful, Vancouver, so beautiful, awesome, but still the same high cost of living. And they also cut down their quota from 8,000 to 4,000. I mean, that's half of it. Also, it's high cost of living too. But like I said, the best is yet to come. There are still places that when you go to, you will be, or rather when you fix and when you choose them or pick them, or at least go make a proper research around them, there are high chances that you can get your PR in Canada, whether it's from overseas or that you are still inside Canada. Okay, so let's go. All right, and the first place I'd love to mention is Alberta. Alberta with the CRS of 300 through Alberta Express entry system, you can have greater chances of entering Alberta. But however, that is if you are in an in-demand job. If you're already in an in-demand job and you live in Canada already, you're in Canada already, that's a whooping 600 points for you. And that's a greater chance for you to get your PR in Alberta. So Alberta has a good job market. It's one of the busy provinces of Canada, and some of the greatest in-demand jobs are like agriculture, trade, healthcare, of course, tech. The whole of Canada actually wants tech. People in tech, healthcare, and agriculture. And of course, it has a fair and affordable cost of living. Like $1,500 could get you an apartment over there. All right, so they need skilled workers. If you're an international student, or if you are overseas, you still have greater chances of entering Alberta with your PR. Quebec is next. Well, we already know Quebec is a French-speaking side of Canada, and they are very strict on their language. So if you can't speak French, forget Quebec. Or if you can speak French, then you shouldn't be entering the express entry system, because Quebec has their own different immigration system, right? Is the Quebec Skilled Worker Program, QSWP, and Quebec Experience Program, that's PEQ. So French is a must, and I think they stopped everything about streaming till November 2025. So if you want to apply again to Quebec, that's because you can speak French. Then it should be around November. You should start again from November. As always, they want people in education, aerospace, good health care, and their cost of living is quite pardon me. Their cost of living is quite affordable, and it's just moderate thereabouts. All right, that's it for Quebec. And over to the next one. It is where? Let's go to Manitoba. All right, so Manitoba is an immigrant, a budget-friendly and family-friendly province. Like if you have family, if you want to move with family, you're on a budget, Manitoba is actually good, because the PMP actually just selects people working on studying in their province. So if you're already in Canada, Manitoba is a good, fair choice for you. Now, if you study and get a job in Manitoba also, you can have greater chances of being nominated. And the rent is like, I think $1,100. That is $1,100. And as always, if you're in healthcare, agriculture, finance, then you also have greater chances. Okay, and the next is Saskatchewan. It's always been known to be one of the easy provinces, like very easy provinces for you to get your PR. Oh yeah, okay, because the PNP interest system, when you apply for a job that is in demand, it's almost like, let me not say almost sure, but there is an assurance that you definitely get your PR. Okay, so in 2025, only 25% of nominations can go to the food service, retail, and transportation in Saskatchewan, Canada. And so they want people already in Canada. Saskatchewan, no, not really people overseas. If you're in Canada, then Saskatchewan will favor you a lot. So for people overseas, except you're in in-demand jobs like agriculture, skilled trades, healthcare, then you might have chances. Okay, so another good thing is, if you're from overseas, if you study or work in Saskatchewan, then you have greater chances. And they have like affordable cost of living. An apartment could cost you $1,200. That's quite affordable compared to places like Ontario. All right, and we move on to the next. The next is Nova Scotia. Yes, Nova Scotia with the ocean view, the beautiful ocean view. So Nova Scotia is it has its own express entry, and they are part of the Atlantic Immigration Program, that is AIP. So if you get a job offer from designated employer, you will definitely get a chance to gain your PR. Also, international students in Nova Scotia can apply with just a job offer and no work experience required. All right, so that means if you're looking for a place to like, if you're overseas, abroad, outside Canada, and you're looking for a place to study and get your PR, have greater chances of gaining your PR, then consider Nova Scotia. Like I said, with the affordable cost of living, $1,500 per apartment, I think Nova Scotia is a great place for you to settle in 2025, 2026. Is one of the easiest places to gain your PR, right? Okay, and so the next is New Brunswick. So New Brunswick increased their support for PR to 4,250, right? And while others cut theirs in half. I don't know why. Others did cut their own, like Ontario, BC did cut their own, but New Brunswick actually increased its own. So education and healthcare is just one of the in-demand jobs like they really, really are into, and their program is open to like job fairs, which is good. Job fairs is it's an opportunity for people outside to apply for a job and get employers with LMIA, right? Designated employers. So that leads to invitation. Those jobs fairs often lead to invitation. A lot of people have moved to New Brunswick through those job fairs, so look out for it. And we do know that New Brunswick is a French-speaking side too of Canada, and quite affordable. An apartment is between $900 to $1,200. Awesome. And also, if you attend any private college in New Brunswick and you graduate, you can apply for PR straight up. You have higher chances with lower competition if you graduate from a private college. Isn't that nice? I think this is actually great. And we have Yukon. Have you ever heard of the North West Territories of Canada? Oh yes, Yukon. They have their PMPs, but they're very small, and they are highly job focused. And Nunavut has no PMP except you have job offer or you're ready to work in a remote high cost regions. So those Northwest Territories are not so easy for you to get in. However, there's another beautiful last part of Canada, province of Canada, that you can easily gain your PR, and that is Newfoundland and Labrador. All right, so it has its full quota open in 2025 with over 2,500 open slots. You do know Newfoundland is quite, let's say, not so small though, but I don't know, but its full quota is 2,500. And of course, the jobs they demand are in like healthcare, agriculture, ocean science, because they have a lot of beautiful ocean views, and tech. And they can accept workers without even job offer. Apartment there is like $1,000, which is fair. And Memorial University is affordable, and it's easy for students to gain their PR. All right, so this is it. I hope that with this information, you have better knowledge or info to know how to gain your PR in Canada. Whether you're in Canada or overseas, you know the best place to put in your province to go for in your express entry. And if you're already in Canada, you also know the better place for you to apply for your PR. And of course, things you need to do. Remember, the in-demand jobs are usually agriculture, tech, ocean science, skilled trades, and all of that. All right, see you next time. I don't want this to be long, even though it's already long, but I just have to give you all the information. See you next time. Bye for now.